Was Charles Barkley forced to wear pink underwear during his stay at Arizona's infamous Tent City jail? Keep watching to find out. In the early hours of December 31, 2008, Charles Barkley was busted for a suspected DUI after running an Arizona stoplight. According to BET, Barkley confessed to the officers who pulled him over that he was in a hurry because he was on his way to receive oral sex. Sadly for the NBA star, this excuse didn't cut it with the cops in Arizona, which tops the list of U.S. states with the strictest DUI laws.
I want to make it clear I was wrong.
Barkley was apprehended and then released after giving a blood sample. He then wisely proceeded to head for his alleged rendezvous via taxi. The Smoking Gun reports Barkley's blood alcohol content was nearly twice the legal limit of 0.08%. According to TMZ, he pleaded guilty to 2 counts of DUI and running a stop sign. The judge fined him $2,000 and sentenced him to 10 days in the Arizona Tent City jail. Barkley's time would be halved if he partook in an alcohol education program. There was no mention of an unlicensed gun APD officers claimed they discovered in Barkley's car. Per the Mercury News, the athlete was released after just 3 days. He was driven out of the facility sometime before 8 a.m. to avoid unwanted press attention or pesky paparazzi. As it turns out, Charles Barkley is a jail frequent flyer. According to the Smoking Gun, the NBA Hall of Famer was arrested by Florida cops in 1997 and charged with aggravated battery and resisting arrest. Barkley was apprehended for throwing a man who was half his size through a glass window. An eyewitness told the Sports Rush, "He lifted that kid and flung him like he was a toy and threw him into the window." Another onlooker claimed Barkley told his victim as he lay bleeding out on the street, "For all I care, you can lay there and die." Barkley's legal eagles worked their magic though. According to Hornsby Law Firm, aggravated battery is a second-degree felony and punishable by up to 15 years in prison, 15 years of probation, and a $10,000 fine. Ultimately, he pleaded guilty to a misdemeanor charge of resisting arrest and was ordered to carry out community service, hand over $320 to the court in fines, and post a $6,000 bond.
Are you kidding me?
Barkley served 5 hours of hard time in an Orange County lockup before heading back to his mansion, which didn't allow him enough time to even eyeball a dinner and a show while sampling the chow. Following his DUI conviction in 2008, Charles Barkley was sentenced to 10 days at Arizona's Tent City jail. Per The Guardian, the controversial penitentiary was finally closed in 2017 following complaints about human rights abuses, severe overcrowding, and dangerous living conditions. Several former inmates filed lawsuits, and even the Justice Department questioned Sheriff Joe Arpaio's racial profiling of Latino prisoners. Arpaio once boasted his facilities were like concentration camps. When asked about his verbiage, Arpaio was not fazed. He said, "Even if it was a concentration camp, what difference does it make? I still survived, I still kept getting re-elected." For some reason, at Arpaio's jail facility, inmates were forced to wear pink underwear under their black and white striped jumpsuits, supposedly to discourage them from stealing it. Even prisoners who'd been sentenced for misdemeanor and minor crimes were forced to sleep several men high in bunk beds grounded on dry gravel under the tarp. In summer, the scorching Arizona heat could reach more than 130 degrees, and there was no air conditioning in the tents. However, given Barkley's fame and ability to speak out and be listened to, it's hardly surprising that he wasn't subjected to inhumane and immoral treatment like other voiceless inmates. In fact, according to CBS 8, Barkley's time involved him kicking back in his own private tent and even having his slop and ramen noodles delivered to him via room service. After surviving on prison food while serving his 3 days inside, the former NBA player must have gone on a serious eating binge because he told Fox Sports Radio that he needed to lose some weight after his stay. "Listen, I am embarrassed about how fat I have become. I've become lazy. Number one, I'm not healthy. I'm not healthy. Y'all not going to see me. I've got to come back for the NBA award show, but I'm taking the next 6 weeks to get my fat in shape.